What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another solo leveling Arise video. All right, folks, it's been a dry season. That's right. After Goto's release, we haven't had much to do. Most of us have finished Sim 30. Most of us have completed hard mode demos. If you haven't, why haven't you, right? My free-to-play, just everyone's updated, is now doing POS 3 on hard mode demos with the light team only. I don't have a fire team, so I've been having a blast doing that. If you have not checked it out, check out my live streams. I'm having one tomorrow morning, and we're going to be doing some more content for this week's reset. But a couple things I want to talk about. This is going to be a yap fest, so get ready for it. I'm going to give you guys some information on the new Cha that I know, give you a little bit of theory crafting, plus some things we're going to be expecting in the month of April. So first off, let's talk about Soren. Soren is coming out on the 10th, all right? She is going to be coming out on April the 10th. So next, what is that? 6 days away, we should be expecting my waifu to finally be released. There she is, Stacy Longstockings herself. Look at this. Man, oh man, if there been a better woman in a video game ever? I don't think so. She might actually be the best waifu ever made, in my opinion. Now, with that being said, we all know she rides a motorcycle. We all know she's going to be a water unit, most likely a water breaker. Again, things can, of course, change. Leaks have been wrong before, but just for now, that's the case. Okay, so we do know she's coming out. Now, after the Thursday release, Friday, we're actually going to be having the SLC tournament itself. That's right, the tournament is going to be released with all of the international players and Korean players going head-to-head for BOT. Plus, we have a crazy collaboration Zaf and I do, so please stay tuned for that. You should check it out for sure. And at the same time, we're going to have some codes. So make sure you are there, guys. We're going to be going live on... So here's what's going to happen. We're going to probably go live on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of next week to cover everything that is SLC and SLA. All right? I wanted to get that out of the way. Now, one more thing I always have to do in every single video is remind you guys the content creator program is still going on. I know, guys, but I have to remind because there's always new people watching. Click that support button. Get yourself some free codes. We have 3 current codes active that are right now. 500k gold, 500 essence stones? Yeah, 500 essence stones. And then we have 100 ruins fragments plus a free hunter exclusive weapon ticket, which will give you a red ticket, of course, to craft. I want to say a big shout out to my top 10 as usual. Jsto, Patches, 482, 253, 618, 879, 497, 057, Lucy, and 079. Now, if I were to refresh this may change a little bit since then, but it may not also. So we'll see. But there you guys go. So that is my top 10. And of course, I want to give a big shout out to everybody in the top 7,705. All of you, all the way down to the last number. Thank you for supporting your boy. Now, what do I know about Cha? I want to go give you a little bit of theory crafting. This is a dry period right now in the game, so I feel like this is the appropriate time to let you guys know what I know, and hopefully we can do theory crafting. So if you are watching this still, please let me know in the comment section what your thoughts are, what you think Cha is going to be all about after the information I give you, and let me know what you expect from her. Now, obviously, some of you guys don't want Cha to come out. I understand. I get it. Everybody wants a national level hunter, specifically you, with Liu, but I honestly, in my heart of hearts, think this is the right move, and I think going forward, we're going to get a better version of that national level hunter that we're all wanting. Don't get me wrong. I love the manhwa content. I've read the entire thing numerous times, and I'm excited to see the manhwa characters, but I also don't want a Thomas situation where they're not coming out at the right time just because people want them, right? We don't want that. Because look what happened with Thomas. Kanae beat him out, and now like Thomas is considered mid. He's really not. He's still really good, but he's considered mid, right? Okay, so let's talk about Cha. Cha. So, just a couple things you guys are not aware of if you haven't checked it out. There's actually behind the scenes of development episode 1 for characters back in the day. This was actually Cha's costume back in the day. This costume, I think, absolutely destroys this costume. I get it. This is the current version, the OG costume that she wears in the manhwa. This, though, I think this right here should have been it. This costume, at least it should have been a chroma at the very least. So I do hope they come out with this. Now, this is not going to be the new costume that we're going to see as the Valkyrie unless they decide to go with it. Now, a couple things to remember, all right, with a couple of reincarnation. Number one, she is the leader of the Valkyrie Guild, all right? Now, couple rumors about her. Number one, we know she's going to be a water DPS, all right? We know that for a fact. Now, Soren apparently is supposed to be buffing attack and core as a breaker. Same with Mei Lin. Mei Lin does attack, core, crit, and defense. So we can safely assume the core units are going to still be the major thing for water. I'm assuming Cha will have a major part of core. Now, core damage, of course, is a big thing with currently set up for WOBL, right? Because we have a couple big core sets for cores, right? Core sets. Sorry, we have a couple, core sets on cores. It's really weird to say that. So this is what I'm talking about, right? This right here, right, will allow us to increase the critical hit damage of core attacks by 20%, right? Now that's, I think, a big, so weird talking about cores affecting cores. What a weird way to explain that. But yeah, you guys understand what I'm talking about, right? So this core set here is going to play a pretty big role. Not to mention, I think a couple other ones that will come out with Yogamont, most likely he will drop some cores as well too, will affect the way Cha plays. So I think it's safe to say she's going to play just like Alicia, right? Because Alicia also is a major core unit, and I think water is built around that, is going to continue being that same thing. So Alicia, my Alicia is A4 on my free-to-play as well as A7 weapon, so I actually might push her to A5 to be honest, just when Yogamont is out. So we do know she will probably play a big role with, she'll probably be scaling off attack and probably play a role with core. Again, theory crafting, guys. I don't know that, but what I know what Soren does, it just makes sense that she'll also buff Cha the same way. Okay, now, when it comes down to looks, okay, first two things to talk about. Number one, we do know she is the leader of the Valkyrie Guild in the other timeline. Okay, it's a made-up guild. It's a cup of reincarnation, which means everything got reincarnated. Things were different. This is a different world that got destroyed, and Cha is probably the leader of it now. She could be a national level hunter in that world, so she may be even more powerful than the Cha we currently have. But from a look perspective, one thing I was told by some leakers, the ones I trust, is that she will actually have energy wings from her back. Right? Just like a Valkyrie does. Now, if you can imagine how that's going to look, I think that's going to look fucking badass, right? We're talking about Cha, who is the most badass girl unit in the game, and now we're talking about her having energy wings. Now, this costume here doesn't obviously have that. It has a nice booty, has nice, man, her legs are fine as hell. Sorry, guys. Weird. But what I'm thinking it's going to look is more like this. If you guys have never seen God of War before, right? It's going to look more like that, I think. If you can imagine energy wings like this, I think this costume is a very, very good example of what we could expect from her, especially because she is the leader of the Valkyrie Guild. It makes sense that she looks kind of like, well, a Valkyrie, right? So she's probably going to have if you look at any lore in Valkyrie, they always got the war helmet on because they're warriors, right? At the end of the day, they are the warriors of Valhalla. They serve Odin. So we may see something like this kind of pop up where we will see the energy wings come out. We'll see a helmet and a full on like battle suit. I think this Cha is going to be incredibly badass. Not only that, but I think Cha is also going to be absolutely bonkers as a character. Like 1 year anniversary characters are always the most OP characters that have come out since the game comes out, and they last for a very long time. Now, if we look at the track record of Cha now, how she was the first global release unit, and how she's still being used to finish the hardest content in the game, she's still OP. She really is, right? And there's a lot of times where you can use her more than Thomas in certain situations, such as BOT, and a lot of people have finished hard mode Deimos with her, with the 2 flames even, as free-to-play players or pay-to-win players. So if that is any indication of how Cha's going to look and feel in the game, she's probably going to be the strongest character. But I'd expect something like this from our Cha that comes out, and I'm expecting a pretty damn badass looking move for her ultimate as well too. Now, you guys have all that information in front of you. This was a Yap Fest, obviously. This is theory crafting. I'm curious what you guys think she's going to look like. Let me know in the comment sections. And if you guys don't think this is accurate, what would you like her to look like? And I know some of you guys are going to be like just saying, forget her, I want Leo anyways. But again, as I explained, I'm just happy he's coming out at the right time rather than being rushed. All right, folks, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.